All right, we got all the chats and everything up. We got it all set up. So we're gonna bring back the blunder packs. Of course, we last blunder pack stream, we were playing way too fast. I was probably playing it more so like I was playing blitz and not really trying to be instructive. Like the whole point of what the series is supposed to be. So tonight we're gonna be taking a step back. We're gonna slow down. We're actually gonna do what we should be doing. And we're not going to blunder a queen in one move because that shouldn't be happening in this series. Yeah. Yo, what up, Kiwi? Oh my gosh. Kiwi, I got my speedrun account, and last stream, when I streamed this account, I blundered my queen to an 800 in one move. So embarrassing. Yo, what up? Rejay. What's up? What's up? What's up? Not bote. Hello, hello. That's a big oof, my guy. Yeah. I mean, like, look at this nonsense. I took a pawn with check. Oh, I played it so quick too. Where is it? I spent 3 seconds. Ridiculous chess. All right, let's hop right into it. Let's play some chess against 900 rated opponent here. We have the white pieces, so we're gonna go ahead and play e4, and we see the Caro-Kann. So if we can put 2 pawns in the center, usually a great idea. Now, you know, probably the best thing to study is going to be something like e5, the advanced Caro-Kann, and then study some lines. There's a lot of great lines you can play, but I like to play this gambit with knight c3, and after they take the pawn, we play bishop to c4. We don't actually take back. Because what a lot of Caro-Kann players, myself included, are looking for is after takes, knight out takes, the tart to cower variation, and we don't need to play into that. So let's see if my opponent wants the free, well, not free pawn, but free pawn that I'm gonna give them. They're thinking about it. I mean, maybe they're scared that I'm gonna play like the alien gambit, which also very tricky, very tactical. But we like to play this move bishop c4, and they should just develop like a normal human. Just play principled chess at this point, because I'm kind of giving them an advantage, but there's a lot of tricky lines here. So the whole idea of playing like this is that we're going to play f3, and after takes, we get quick development, we're going to castle, and we're going to have more so of an attacking position. So the move is f3 here. They can't really exploit this diagonal. If they could, this move would probably be pretty bad, but yeah. And I mean, if they want to give the pawn back, then we just have very, very good central control here, held by the knight. Pushing the bishop back, we can develop. Life is good. Sometimes the best way to play against a gambit is by actually accepting it and then trying to survive the onslaught and then just play from there. But oh man, we don't need to get started on that. I just started streaming 5 minutes ago. Don't even get me started, man. Okay, so bishop back. I can already just develop. I could also be tricky and play like h4 here. Just trying to trap the bishop, but h4, I mean, then they have to commit this. And it's pretty committal. We create a lot of weakness here. h4 doesn't allow this check either. So the 2 candidate moves that I'm looking for right now is like knight f3, just developing, or we play h4, trying to trap the bishop. I think we should play principled, play knight f3, and then if they develop, we can then play like e5, just protecting the pawn. Knight here, we can just castle. If they take, then we're just cementing our center in. So I think the most principled way to play here is just knight f3. I am good. Okay, so they're pinning my knight. So there's a threat to win the pawn. So they brought the bishop out. What does this move try to do? Well, it's trying to remove the defender of the central pawn. So we can either push it, which we were going to probably try to do anyways, or we could move the queen protecting this. It's another option. I don't believe there's anything wrong with this. If they go here, I would just castle, and then if takes, I can take with the knight. I quite like that. Let's play e5 here. Let's just protect. Once again, noticing that this is not an available check, because that can get you into some trouble. The knight does a good job of holding. And if they ever trade for this, I mean, I'm very happy to take and just have a very solid pawn chain here. I think they probably should have tried to put more pressure. But maybe not. Maybe that's not great. Okay, they're just going for development. It doesn't seem like they... Well, they can't go here, obviously, but... It doesn't seem like they want to castle this way. I could tempo the queen, but then they just move their queen to a better square. Like, here comes with some tempo. So I'm just going to go ahead and castle my king. We got the open f-file for my rook. Very nice position. Knight here. Obviously a threat on my bishop. I could slide it back this way if I wanted, but I could also go here, which I don't love, because I would really like to have my bishop, but I don't know if it's better on this square. Because then they can start pushing the pawn potentially. I would have to play like a4, and a lot of the times we want it to go here. But I guess after maybe some take, I mean, if I play bishop d3, they don't have to take me, and if I take them, they open up this file. So I'm not so sure about that, but I think this is probably the best move. Although maybe then they go here. That should be okay. Let's bring our bishop back. You're 22:45 now? Dang, dude. Congrats, congrats. Oh, they take... I will just take back with the queen. You want to play in the sub battle? Man, let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, if anybody is watching the stream right now who hadn't heard, Blunderman and I were having a sub battle. So if you're interested in playing that, go comment on my my post that I made yesterday, or message me in Discord, and I will write you down. So this square is pretty weak. Knight here, if they take, then, you know, they're starting to open some stuff up. I like this move. Is there a threat with this knight anywhere as well? It's attacking the pawn. Potential attack here, but the bishop is there. I've also got this nice little scope. I think this is a good move. Let's go ahead and jump in here, because I'm not afraid of them pushing because it weakens this square. So I don't even know if I would want to take, and that is already a bad move, because it's kicking the knight into a square that I wanted to go anyways. And this will be winning material. And by the way, we don't even have to take the material. I mean, this looks very strong too. So if queen here, we go here. That's a fork. Also notice that this diagonal could become very, very, very strong. Lining up with the rook here. So queen here is a blunder. They could have tried and apply more pressure. That's probably what they maybe should do. I don't know quite. I guess if they move the queen and I give a check, no matter what, we're going to be able to infiltrate with the rook. Check. Okay, maybe that's all right. Of course, I can just take the material as well. That is very reasonable. I could also go here. I could delay it a little bit, and then I'm threatening to take with discovered check, or here. No, I would just take the rook with discovered check. I believe that this should be a pretty strong move. Anything they can do. If they move the king, I can then just take, and then we have more threats. So I think we can make this move in between. First, let's play queen here. Is there no? There's none of that. So let's go ahead and just line the queen up with the king. Don't worry, bro. You're back. My wife called me. Welcome back, my friends. How has your chess been lately? I haven't looked at your profile or anything lately, but I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw that you hit 2,000 at one point. I think you sent me that in Discord, if I remember. Yo, what up, Astro? You barely play. Blitz is a roller coaster, yeah. Yeah, I recently hit a Blitz peak yesterday of 1940. I was so pumped. I did it on stream too. It was awesome. But I want to get the 2000 Blitz. That would be so sexy. I don't know. I was just on fire yesterday. I don't know what I was doing different, but I was just crushing people. Blitz is like one of those things where it's like you're either playing really good or you're just like blundering everything, I found. You're finally 1500? Nice, Astro. 1500's a huge milestone for a lot of people. It's the same with you. You'll swing from 18 to 6. That's literally what I did recently. I hit 1900 again, like a while back, and then I went down to 1600. It feels like why? How does that even happen? We're not playing viewers tonight. We're just we're doing the speed run, and my opponent has decided to take the knight. Very interesting choice. So I mean, I can go check, king here, check. I guess then we can just like take the material. I mean, this is completely over. I can even just trap the rook here too. Yeah, I think better yet than giving this check, I think we take the pawn threatening checkmate. Yeah, let's go ahead and take. And now we're threatening checkmate in 1, and I do not see a way for you to stop it other than maybe sacrificing the knight, but that just delays. Just delays the inevitable. For you, is playing on tilt, sitting on the toilet. Oh shoot. Yeah, I've actually been playing on my phone quite more. Oh, okay, they take, but this is just checkmate in 1. Good game, my friend. I mean, so from the opening here, like, yeah, of course, if black just like takes, develops their knight, they're gonna have a great position. But you know, we have fun with it. You learned a lot. I'm sure you did, Kiwi. I'm sure you did. Low key playing on school toilets is peak. Yeah, definitely. You had an interesting take the other day that you paired up with better. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's actually true, but I was like, I find sometimes when I'm just like laying in bed playing Blitz on my phone, I'm just, I don't know, getting paired up against people maybe not playing as good on as they would on, I don't know, the computer. But yeah, they didn't take, and they just gave me an advantage here with pawn takes e4 because we get a really big center, develop pieces, like very nice. Now my other idea there was to play h4, and it's kind of garbage because I guess apparently they can go here to remove the defender of this pawn, yeah, which is what they tried to do later on. and then we just push the pawn. And we got a very, very pleasant position here. Just castle. We're doing everything like that we need to. Develop your pieces, castle. Beautiful. What openings for the speedrun? I mean, the only openings I know, Kiwi, are the Vienna and Caro-Kann. But, you know, I always say I want to like do this other thing, but I just know so much about this. I just know so much that it's like it's hard to switch it up. So then I feel like I'm not like being that instructive, you know. I'll play the Jobava London if I get the white pieces again. I actually have played the Jobava a little bit. D4, maybe my opponent will play the Jobava London. Okay, but they are playing a London system. I'm gonna just develop my knights. Okay, they're playing a normal London. I like to just play c4 or c5 immediately, just striking the center, and then after takes, I believe we play this. Right, just knight out. But we can't really play this right away. Am I mixing up a move order here? I think I can just still go here though. What do you normally play against d4? d5. Exactly how I'm playing right now. If they play Queen's Gambit, I just play Queen's Gambit declined with the Jawinski variation with a6. So e3. You can't go here immediately. I'm gonna just pin this because I want to play e5. They probably could have gave me a little bit of trouble if they played something like this. Now I can actually play e5 right away because there is a pin. They wanted me to take and disable me from playing e5, and after e5 bishop back, they're gonna run into some problems with e4 here. Put pressure on the pin piece. They're gonna have to start playing stuff like h3 and counter-attacking. So maybe this actually isn't the best move because they're gonna have to go here. I can also maybe jump my knight to h5. So then I'm preparing to play e4. Because if I go e4, they play h3. Bishop takes. Pawn takes. I mean, we're still probably better, just like takes. We have a better pawn structure, but can I maybe make it a little bit better with knight h5? And then if they move this pawn, I take and damage the pawn structure this way, creating an isolated pawn on e3. Knight here. They break the pin. Maybe it just gives them time to break the pin. So maybe that's not great. Maybe I just go for this and they have ugly pawns, I would say. Are you doing a slow run? I am doing a speed run. You play the Catalan if you want to talk about too many. Yeah, yeah. What is this? My queen is protected. Oh man. Poor lad. I can also take with the knight if I want. I mean, we're just up material now. Pawn takes. Takes. Rook takes. They're going to want to move the knight. I mean, pawn takes seems very good. It's a very forcing line because after pawn takes, I still attack the knight, and the knight is pinned, so they're forced to trade queens being down material. So I think pawn takes is probably the best way to play. And they trade, yeah, let's go. And now they should move this. And then I will just capture this pawn. They'll probably attack the bishop at some moment, and we can just trade. Or we can just go back, and I mean, we're just up a bunch of material now. With some threats as well, by the way. Are we seeing that Apex just doesn't want to win a piece? I was just calculating some different things, you know. Come on now. Knight in. I mean, I could just play simple, solid chess. Just castle. Castling here seems very, very logical. Get our king out of the center, but the queens are off the board. You know what? We just castle. We just castle. They're no issue. Okay, they're attacking the bishop. I can just offer a trade. I mean, I'm not really too afraid of them opening this up. Maybe I should be. Maybe there's no need to allow them to do that. I could also go for counterplay. Like maybe I have knight b4 here. And if takes, we go check. And the king has to go here, and then maybe I can take with threaten, and we're threatening checkmates. So maybe this is a pretty strong move. You have to play stuff like this. And then I can take anyways, because if they take, there's a checkmate on the back rank. So I think I can actually just sacrifice the bishop here. Oh, they castle. Oh, very nice. Okay. Well, now I think I just slide back, because now we're not worried about opening up the rook file. And it's good to note that if I were to go here, there is this move, and we will be losing some material there. So I would say let's just offer a bishop trade. Seems like a good move. Bishop d6. If they then go here, I mean, I can just take. If they want to trade, we're happy. If they start kicking me away, maybe I'll jump into the center, and after takes, we have a pass pawn, in which we would immediately be able to play bishop to e2, which would be very sexy. That's all you see, Arthur? Are you sure? What other YouTubers do I follow? I mean, I followed pretty much all of like the Road to 2000 people. I like Will Taylor Chess, Knowledge with H1, Mauricio, like Elisa. I completely screwed that up. I mean, pretty much everybody, like Anna Cramling. Anna Cramling was actually in one of my, like, you know how on your YouTube you have like top 5 people? Obviously number 1 was Gotham Chess, because that's where I get all my recaps from, but you know. Anna Cramling was actually in there in the top 5. Okay. They moved the knight. They are protecting this. But this is actually a huge mistake, because they walk directly into... never mind, because it's protected by a pawn, you dummy. Let's just trade. I'm really considering sacrificing, but there's no need to. Absolutely no need to. They want to probably play this move. I could also go here, putting more pressure. So rook c8, we attack the bishop. I guess the bishop can go here. I like this idea still. Let's go ahead and just, you know, try to mount some pressure here. If they ever go here, we can just jump in. They probably, no, they can't win the pawn because the bishop gets to e2. So maybe they'll play something like f3, that's weakening. I am getting down lower on time, so I will have to shut up and just play. I mean, Kiwi, if you ever have time to film and you feel like filming, then I'd definitely recommend it. But if it's not something that's like something that you're like, I want to film, you know, I want to do it, then definitely like don't do it. There's no point in doing that stuff if you don't actually want to. Okay, so they're just... I mean, I could consider this move, but it's just bad. Okay, let's bring the rooks to the center. Why not? I might actually consider sacrificing. Yeah, I'm heavily like considering takes, knight here, and then just infiltrating. But I don't see a real concrete reason to do that. So I'm just gonna come back. With the knight, offer a trade to win a pawn, potentially. They can't really amount to any more pressure. And if they move the knight, where do you move the knight to? You go here. That just walks directly into a6. And then after like knight here, I can then maybe come in and infiltrate, which could be pretty nice. We can also attack the bishop if I want, trying to remove it from here. I think their position is going to slowly fall apart here. I like your choice to not sack. Yeah, I mean, it's like I love moves like this where I sack the exchange to like get in. They're always bad. Like they're never really that great. Still need to make a video. So, yeah, you got show the game. Show the game for the people who invested all the time watching your other videos. I'm sure they would love to see your game where you hit 2000. I think this is a mistake because after takes, I have this intermezzo move, bishop h3, attacking the rook, and then I can take, and we should be winning a pawn, right? Unless they take back with the knight, in which case I think that's just a bad choice. Okay, they do indeed take back, but now I should be able to maybe jump in, putting pressure on this. Could also consider here and knight here. Push, and then we're like maybe putting a knight on the square. Once again, I need to speed up though. I could also go here. I like the idea of just putting pressure immediately on this pawn. I gotta be careful. I gotta be very careful. Definitely gotta be very careful here. Does the knight have any useful moves? Not really. I mean, if they go here, I just take protecting. Same with this. I guess, you know what? I could probably just let them take it if I wanted, but can also just jump up here protecting. They have this move. I'm actually ridiculous. What is wrong? Like, what? Why are you taking time there? Why did I blunder that? I should have just sacked my exchange at this point. Okay, we need to rook lift. Counterplay. Could have defended the bishop. Maybe I panicked. Okay, my opponent has blundered. Checkmate. Using the knight. Very nice. They have to block, and then this is checkmate. GG. That was very, 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 very sad. I can literally just play this protecting. I just panicked. I mean, that's just bad. That's just bad. All planned. Yeah, definitely. Also, I need to update the wins. Come on. We're now at 20 wins. What's your elo? I am 2000. All right, next game, don't panic. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was just bad. That was just bad. But, like, the entire game, we're just such a nice position here. They sacrificed. Now, the line that I was worried about here was this. But, oh, I'm dumb. We can literally just play bishop h5 because they can't play g4, but okay. Very instructive. Awesome stuff. Knight here, very nice move. If they take, there is check. King here takes, and then if they do anything else, I guess they can go here to block, but they're just... Wait, why is it calling for this? Anyways, if they do something random, this is checkmate. Knight back, we take. We just needed to get... We should just... I don't know. I was maneuvering my pieces very weirdly. Head here, after takes. Yeah, rook f4 is just easily met with knight back to defend the bishop, but for some reason I decided to panic and go into this. Which is just blundering to king here. Because the knight is literally trapped. I almost got my second loss in the speedrun. Oh my gosh. Do you think Chess with Marty is ever going to come back? I don't know, and I don't care, to be honest. If he does, I mean, I hope that he's truthful about who he is and you know, his rating and whatnot. I don't agree with what he did. Like, if you're gonna make a series and a real climb, then do it with your real rating. But you know, if you let people like that get away with, then we have situations like Pegasus where they get so big that people just refuse to believe that they've cheated in the back, or like in the past, you know. What's the lore? Well, there was this dude, he was doing a he was doing like a rating climb, a beginner to 2000 before Christmas. And he started it like 3 months ago at 900. I'm doing the same. Brother, no, don't even, you're rage baiting me right now. He started at 900 on his account, claiming to be a complete beginner. And he, in like 2 months, got up to 1700. His account got banned for abuse, and then he borrowed his friend's account to keep up with the content, and that got banned for fair play after he sandbagged that other 1800 account down to where he was. And then he created another account. It got banned because he was just like evading the ban. And then he, like, somebody made a video on him, and then he made like, I don't know, this video explaining what happened. But anyways, not long after, a Facebook post from the past came up from 2023 where it was literally him at a chess club, and his name was on it, and it was like 1500 over the board rating. Like, yeah. So he lied about being a 900 rated player. Now, somebody earlier said that I'm doing exactly what he's doing. I'm not claiming to be a 900. I have been truthful, saying I am 2000. This is an approved speedrun account by chess.com. Any player that I beat will get the rating back. He didn't claim anything? What are you talking about? He did. He was claiming to be a beginner. That is the problem. Oh, saying I didn't. Oh, my bad. Anyways, he just lied. And he was trying to, and it kind of like, I take offense to it a little bit because, okay, do I really need to do that? Authorized speedrun account. All points lost to this account will be refunded. Right here. There's your proof. But it was very, very, it was very, very, very just not great. And I mean, he ended up deleting his account. So I think that's all we need. Anyways, let's keep up with the speedrun. Reported. Shoot. All right, we have the white pieces. I said we're gonna play a Jobava London, so let's play it. I mean, bro is gonna play a Caro-Kann. I mean, I don't know how to play against it with. I don't know how to play against the Slav defense, but we're gonna just do what we know here. Now, one thing that I know about bishop f5 is that we typically like to play f3 and, you know, like to pawn storm. So I'm gonna play this very weird move f3 and try to use this as a slingshot. So if they go here, I mean, we just play g4, bishop back, and we're gonna go h4, like boom, boom. Just go for something like this. We're gonna try and trap that bishop, so now they have to play here, and now e3, trying to maybe play bishop to d3. I could also first kick them back. I don't quite like that. I think just e3. I haven't studied up too much here. Always h-pawn before g-pawn. Ah, I see. I should know that because I used to play the Tal variation. But, I mean, f3, g4, this is kind of what I've studied. I mean, I'm going to go with this idea of e3. And then I think the way we want to maneuver our pieces is put the bishop here, knight here, and then put the knight on this square. This is a very, very slow move. I don't really understand. Maybe they're trying to play b5, but I don't see a threat to b5. So I'm going to play bishop d3 because if they let me take, this is a really, really, really ugly pawn structure that they should just not let me have. And we can immediately punish it with queen d3, putting pressure on this. It's not the easiest to defend. I mean, you have to play here, or I guess that is also a move. But does it not run into this? Here, takes. This should be just like completely crushing. I also have bishop here potentially. But then the queen just steps back, and so I think we play. Wait, here takes bishop here. Can they sack the queen maybe? No, that's definitely not working. Okay, let's go g5. Knight takes, so bishop takes. This is protected by the knight. Is there any sort of knight b5 here? Pawn takes check. No, there's nothing there. I mean, all I see is that they have a bunch of weakness. So I think I just take bishop takes and long castle. Seems pretty appealing to me. Everything's protected in the position, so I think we should be golden. Yeah, that's really good insight, Kiwi. It makes a lot of sense. Like h4, it seems like a really bad move. It seems like somebody's doing nothing, but then you get hit with g4, and then they're like, "Oh no, my bishop's actually trapped." Yeah, I think just long castles here seems pretty appealing, and then maybe we can start striking with it. But then they're gonna push. I mean, I need to get my king out of the center, so I'm gonna do this. At the end of the day, if we go into an endgame, we're just going to be much better. I could also develop my knights, because if they decide to take the pawn, I can take here with check. And their king is having a hard time. Here is always met with this. Knight here could work now, because if they take with the pawn, but what's the idea after this? Like, here, queen takes, check, king up, check. That could actually work. Knight here, if takes, takes, check. Ah, the knight can block defending the bishop. Never mind. Here, push. Maybe I just play here. Let's develop our knight now that this does not see it. Oh, well, I mean, if they're going to give me this, maybe I play it because I can't push. Also now, sacking is very, very appealing, but once again, they have knight here. I'm going to try and open up the center of the board. Takes, we have check. I think this is probably their best move, but then maybe we have knight a4 in that position. What is that? Okay, I will just capture. Very interesting. Once again, they always have to be worried about this move. They can't let me just take. And if they take, I just take back. No problem. Oh my gosh, this is actually disgusting. I have check. They have to play this. And then check takes. Here, they have to play king here. It's very good to note that they cannot play that. Here, here. What is the follow-up? I want the follow-up though. We have knight here. And then I guess maybe I can just play this, because still, again, they can't play that. Yeah, okay, knight here. They cannot take. And then queen e4. If rook takes, they can still not take this. Because check. Yeah, so they find that move. Wait, okay, let's calculate this further. Queen e4, rook takes, queen takes. Do I just take then? I mean, we're up so much material. I don't really need to give the knight back. Queen takes, I can always just play here. And we're up a pawn. Also this, no. Okay. Let's take the material. Let's just be up a pawn. It's fine. Queen here. What? I don't understand that. I mean, now I can just protect the knight. That seemed very silly. Okay, I mean, I can just go here. We protect the knight, and if you just start trading pieces, we're up material. Down. Bro is just moving now. I mean, I have a free bishop. Free bishop seems very nice. I will just capture. I mean, it's just completely over. The queens see each other. Everything. Up a free. I'm just up too much material now. He's rage baiting so unsuccessfully. What's he doing? Where is he? Why is chat suggesting moves? I mean, I'm not really reading chat, to be honest with you. Bro's gonna hang his queen. Just wait for it. No, he doesn't hang his queen. I mean, can you just resign, please? Okay. I mean, so if I get a check, be very, very happy. I think I'll just come back and protect this. And try to like bring the knight in somehow. How can I get the knight to this square? Or I could just play here. Let's just bring the queen. Let's just be very, very solid. Protect everything. Improve the pieces. Play knight here. Elephant. Pardon? Your queen is overloaded? What are you talking about? Okay, let's just go here. Let's block the checkmate threat. It's protected by a pawn. I'm not really too concerned. And then probably just like knight here. I mean, we chillin'. It'll be a slower conversion, but we're golden. No. It's not disrespectful. In my opinion, you should always just play on. Elephants are sexy. Very sexy. I love them. Okay, queen back. Threatening a pawn. So I should probably either play king b1 or offer a queen trade. I am going to say just play king b1. Now, this might become a threat. We'll deal with it when the time comes. We've got a minute left. If I lose this, I will absolutely cry. And now this is a potential fork in the future. So maybe I'll just play like bishop back, try to trade off some pieces. I have a feeling like they're going to try and checkmate me, yes. Is there any checks with the queen? Don't think so. Let's offer a queen trade. I don't think there's any useful discoveries here. If I played here, there's stuff like this. Okay, now just protect everything in the position. Knight's getting into the game. Need to like open this stuff up. Need to open up his king. If he takes, I have discovered attacks. Also, this is just a clean fork, by the way, but then maybe there's a... Well, no, it doesn't even matter. I'll first take with check. 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 king here, and checkmate. Good game. Slow conversion, but you know. Yeah, I mean we had a fork, but you know, whatever. Jobava, I don't know, man. I mean, I would have loved to play against the Caro-Kann here, but yeah, I knew the F3 idea, and then you're saying that we should play H4 because if they don't do anything, this is a huge blunder. Boom. But we went for this, and then kind of just tried to. I mean, out of the opening, we got a very, very nice position. I missed a queen sack, did I? Well, we'll find out. Opponent defended this pretty well, and then takes castle. I mean, I think we're doing everything decently. Yeah, that was just a big blunder. And then we have check, because if they take, we have checkmate. Very nice. So they found the right idea to move, and here we should actually play queen b3. They still cannot take. So they should trade, and then what? Move here, and then we just have a simple conversion. Very nice. You were trying to make a ton of tactics work, but you just want to play. Yeah, that's fair. I'm more of a tactical person than positional. My positional play just sucks, to be honest. But okay, we got this, and then we ended up playing this, but it was a little bit too late because the king gets there. They hung a piece, and then it was just slow play from here. I mean, stop their threats, and then here we just push the pawn. Of course, after a queen here and here, we do have a fork. This also just wins, of course. I mean, they can start doing stuff like this, but we can just simplify the position, of course. Everything was winning. However, technically, h5 is better. So, on you. Boom, boom, because we have a mate with the queen. Queen sack mate. Ah, I didn't sack the queen. Dang. That would have been a much nicer mate. No. If you managed to get a GM lesson. Yeah, I saw you got that with Mauricio. But yeah. No, we're not accepting challenges from chat tonight. We're just going through the speedrun. And crushing these fools. Alright, e4. Caro-Kann. I would like to see a fantasy Caro-Kann at this level, but we're not gonna. We're gonna see an exchange. Oh, okay. So we're gonna see like a delayed kind of advanced variation. We just develop the pin, develop the bishop pinning here. E6, very nice structure. When they play e4, we'll play c5, striking at the center. And okay, very quickly, do not blunder your queen, please. Just block. There's no point in blocking with the knight. You can just say, hey, let's trade. And if they take you, you take with the knight, you get quick development. So here I'm going to take the knight. They can't take back because they would blunder the bishop, so they first have to take here. And I actually believe I can take the bishop. They take my queen, I take them. Or I can just play a normal position like this with this move. And then play for their isolated pawn on the square. Takes. You know what? I think this is probably better. Just take, allowing them to do this, and then we're going to create a weakness that we can immediately exploit. And of course, if they took with the queen, then we develop with quick tempo on the queen, and we're just happy. And then after castles, we have knight f5, putting more pressure on the pin piece, or not on the pin piece, putting more pressure on the weak point in the position, which, how are you going to defend this? You win a piece? I don't think I was winning a piece there. Was I? Boom, boom, boom. They take my queen. I take their queen. Their bishop can escape. And I take my bishop out. Was I winning a piece? I don't know. Maybe I overthought it. I probably overthought it. It's fine. Let's just take the pawn. This is more instructive anyways. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Okay. I overthought. I overthought the position. Okay. They're pinning this. Let's just take this, damaging their pawn structure. And we can pick up a free pawn after castles if we want. I can start with this to pick up the pawn actually if I want. Which would be very nice. Speedrunner play against another speedrunner? That'd be pretty funny, eh? Okay. I think we should just go check. Take the pawn. Pressure on this pawn. I like this idea. We don't necessarily have to castle just at this very moment, so I'm going to take. Rook here, this pawn will be vulnerable, but I can play here with some immediate attacks, protecting this. Yeah, no, we just play queen f5, because if I move the queen off the protection of this pawn is pinned, so we're going to lose this. Although it would probably be a little bit tricky here. Okay, that's an attack, but I can first give a check. And then just castle, and then takes, we can just move the knight. So let's go ahead and do that. Castle. So castle's rook b7, or queen b7. And just protect. Or I can go check. I could also maybe even consider playing like h5, takes, castle, or I can just castle here, h5, and just try to play h5, h4, h3. Let's castle, let's protect this. Probably no need to actually give up the knight after takes and just play rook c8, but I guess they always have this kind of counterplay, so let's not do that. No. Okay, I guess bring the queen all the way back. Takes, I can now play knight e7. Guess I can play knight e7, or I can play knight e5, which has a little bit more threat. So I quite like this. Let's play knight e5 here. Just threatening to go check. The idea of checkmate. They can, of course, push the pawn. It's probably their best bet. But once you start pushing the pawn, you know, maybe knight g4. Checks are available, so if you push the pawn to f3, maybe there's a check here to pick this up. If you go here, knight g4 looks strong. Queen's coming back, maybe check first. So check. If king here, what are we playing? I guess maybe then I go check. I could also start with this move, but then that gives them time to go here. So I'm going to throw in this check first. I don't know if you want to sacrifice. Yeah, and now queen f4 should be a knockout. I think you have to take. You got a forced draw if you want? Yes, definitely. Definitely what I'm looking for in this position. Yeah, so I think they have to sack the rook here because there's a checkmate threat and there's not really a way to protect it unless you like try to play cheeky and play queen d6, hoping that I pre-move. Okay, good game. Yeah, they were hoping that I would blunder. Also, I keep forgetting to update the wins. think that's 22 now. We're like doing it every 2 moves or 2 wins, whatever. You know where I am from. I have 0 idea, my friends. Yeah, I mean, here, apparently, we just take. Oh, this is simple. Very simple. We just gotta do that. 7. Also here, we're just up material. I don't know where the calculation went so wrong with that. Why I didn't see that this is like 2 pieces gobbled versus, or 3 pieces versus 2, but it is what it is. Playing positions like this is better anyways, because this is more like what you're gonna get. Knowing how to convert positions like this is like the bread and butter of the Caro-Kann, because we need to just put pressure on the center pawn and try to win that. And then here we just got a positional advantage as well, and it's just over basically here. Yeah, once we got this, they had to sack the rook. You can't have this. Yeah, it's not a bad game at all. I mean, it's just silly misses. I will get to 2000 by the new year. Okay, e4. Showcase the Caro-Kann in a better way this time. Let's go. The advance. c5 takes. We like to play e6 with an immediate attack on this bit on the pawn, and they try to protect it, but we actually can play a5 here. And okay, so they're going for this. Now, I believe we just take and like develop the knight. I believe that's the best way to play. Just takes, knight out. It's a fork of pawns. They pin. What was my idea here? Why am I forgetting my prep? Actually, no, I was supposed to play b6. I'm dumb. I'm actually dumb. Not knight there. It's b6. Oh my gosh. I forgot my prep. Yeah, it's just immediately b6, because if they take, then you have takes. And this is it's just all falling. Anyways, now we're down a pawn for no reason. It's fine. We're gonna win this. I mean, I can take here. Okay, let's take the pawn back. Very happy about that. Thank you very much for blundering the pawn. Do you have an end goal for the account? Yeah, 2000. I want to take it to 2000. This is a terrible move because after we take the bishop, pawn takes, there's a rook hanging behind that. So I will be capturing. And after the pawn takes, if they take, they will be losing a rook. Yeah. B6 is silly. I'm glad that I'm not playing on my main account right now. Let's just say that. Here, I mean, do I have anything like this? Knight takes. And then like check. Here. No, let's just play solid chess. Just move the bishop. The bishop is insanely strong here, cutting the king off. Could have also went back. Going back's probably the best move, but now we're gonna win this pawn and maybe bring the queen out here. Trash talking the poor 900s. I'm sorry. This just showcases though, like, I'm 2000 elo. Why are you guys not 2000? I'm not that good. Oh my gosh, dude. He just blundered the same tactic. He literally blundered the same tactic. I took the bishop which he couldn't take, so he defended and attacked. And then he put his knight there for me to take. This poor soul. I'm so sorry, dude. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel bad. I knew he was going to play queen here, which just runs into queen a5 just protects the knight and threatens discoveries. Oh, shoot. Hey, good night, Astro. Oh, boy. This poor guy. I feel so bad, to be honest with you. I played such a trash opening and he just blundered the same tactic twice. Yeah, now we have discovered attacks. So I can go queen here. Or sorry, knight here. If this then we can take, and on knight here, I mean, if they walk into discovered attacks, I take the bishop and then the queen. So check here. No, it's double check. This is a double check. They have to move the king. Yo, what up, Panda? Pull up lab. You better be doing lots of pull-ups. And they move the king, but now I'm so sorry, bro. We take pinning the queen. And there's another fork here. I'm so sorry. He's gonna quit. He's gonna resign very soon. Okay. Okay. He's running the king. I respect it. There's still a pin, so I don't actually have to do anything. I can actually put more pressure on the pin piece if I want. There's probably some checkmate here too. So if I go here, I just take with check. Yeah, let's just put more pressure on the pin piece. Now if takes, I'll take with the queen, and I mean, he's just gonna lose. I'm sorry. I feel bad. How's your blitz going? My blitz is going very, very well. I am at an all-time peak, which I hit yesterday on stream. Ooh, counterattack, counterattack. However, after takes, rook takes. I mean, I can just simplify the position. I mean, he's gonna take with the rook. I'll take the bishop with the queen. And then, I mean, I'll just simplify the position. We're up so much material that it just don't matter. If you take like this, I just take, check. Oh, but he takes with the king. Poor guy. Okay, I guess let's bring the knight back. I was out for a walk before I streamed. That's why I'm dressed like this. But yes, my room does get cold, actually. Okay. Is there threats? No. Just develop. This is protected. It's fine. Okay, there's an attack on this. I'll just develop. The king is walking into my position. Very nice. Let's not do that. Just develop, try to castle. I'm just gonna sack all my pieces for these. Oh wow. Very nice. Let's just offer a trade. Oh, that was nice. He can take my knight. He can take my knight. Oh, he doesn't want to take my knight. Yeah, I guess I'll just put this here. He's gonna play f3. Yeah, I did blunder a piece. It don't matter. I'm gonna castle. Oh no, my pawn. Oh no, my pawn. Oh no, my pawn. Yo, thanks so much, Craig. Oh no, my bishop. I don't care how much material I lose here. Oh, what is it? What is this position? I'm gonna like. I don't want to stalemate. I'm scared I'm gonna stalemate the position. Let's just give a check. Oh no, my rook. Oh no. Oh no, my knight. Why is he not taking it? Take my rook. Oh, shoot. Okay. Take it. Oh no. Oh no. Take my rook. Take my knight. He has to take my rook now. That's what I thought. All right. Okay. This is checkmate in one move. This is checkmate in one move. I don't want no checkmate in one move. I don't want no checkmate in one move. Okay? I'm gonna go here. He has to go back, and I'm gonna sack my rook again. I'm gonna be a bully. What? This is checkmate, right? Here? Oh, I guess I can set it up. Okay. It's not mate. It's not mate. Fine. I can go here if I want. I want to sack all my material. Check. 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 Why is he not taking it? Check. Shoot. Take my knight. Take my knight. This is cyberbullying? Nah, dude. If you ain't gonna resign, I have the ability to play like this, okay? Waiting move. This is very important. Now we're gonna get the red carpet. Boom, 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 boom. I swear if this guy resigns. Leave bro alone. No. I will not. Okay. Now we're gonna checkmate using a queen and a king. Alright? So I can go here. I can go here. He has to go here. And then I just keep moving my king. Maybe I'll just give a check at some point. He's gonna go here. I go check. He goes up. Yeah, let's give a check. He has to go here. And now I'll give another check. He has to go here. Okay, let's give another check. Oh, how do I mate like this? How do I mate? Okay, let's go all the way back. Okay, now let's go with the king. Let's go with the king. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, what am I doing? How do I do this? How do I do this? Let's force him back. Oh, let's threaten checkmate. Let's threaten checkmate. Oh, okay. Now, I think I give a check. I think I just give a check. He has to move again. And then it's going to be checkmate somehow. It's going to be checkmate somehow. I just give him a check. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. How do I do this? Let's just bring the queen. I hope you guys know I'm trolling you right now. I really hope you know that I'm trolling you so hard. I know how to checkmate using a queen. Oh shoot. 50 move rule. Oh my gosh, yeah, we gotta remember that. Yeah, let's just go here. Oh shoot. Oh, poor guy. I'm so sorry. Yes, I'm very aware, guys, that there was checkmate way back. I know how to checkmate with a queen. You never, whenever you have the king cut off on the back rank, you never give him check and go away. It's really 2,000 elo chess? No, this is 900 elo chess. I am 2,000, but this poor soul is not. Thank you so much for the sub. Yeah, I appreciate that. And yes, I was maybe clip farming a little bit because I will probably make a short out of that just so that, you know, I can rage bait all of you guys, you know. So I get all the comments saying, you suck, you suck, you suck. Do you play Blitz? Yes, on my main. Okay, yeah, here after a5, I mean, you just take and then play b6 here. Like, I don't understand why my brain is not braining tonight. Because if they take, I mean, you take with check and then you just take the pawn. Like, the boom. I mean, you can trade if you want, take the pawn. You can do anything you want. You're just winning. But I'm dumb and played knight c6 for some reason, thinking, me fork. What? Not thinking like, what will my opponent do? And yeah, anyways, we get this. Opponent blundered, and then he blundered a tactic. Boom. And then he blundered the same tactic. Again. Oh man. I mean, very nice spot by my opponent here, like playing knight here, not taking, right? He noticed this, but he forgot about it again. It's just very unfortunate. And then here we have mate and 10. I mean, I decided to be a dummy and just like simplify the position. He should take like this, defending. But you're up so much material. When you're up this much material, you can do anything you want. And then the rest is history. We don't need to go through that, of course. You play confuse your opponent. Yeah. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, we found somebody who is 983, and we got the white pieces. We played d4 last time. We're going to play e4 this time, and we're going to showcase a Vienna, hopefully a Vienna gambit. Beautiful stuff. We play f4 here, and if they capture the pawn, we push through. This is a very, very fun opening to play at beginner level, because a lot of people would instantly take, and now this is already a huge blunder, because if you are familiar with the Halloween gambit, after knight here, knight here, knight here, and you sack the knight, you'll see a familiar kind of structure, right? After takes, knight takes, and d4. And then we kick this back, and we basically have a Halloween gambit position, but we haven't sacked the knight for it. So, I mean, it's already a losing position for black. Knight goes back, I play e5, knight goes back, I play knight g3, then I get my bishop out, long castle, probably, or not long castle, short castle, probably win something on f7. Okay, knight in. This is a losing mistake because that just hangs a piece in one singular move. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. Yo, what up, Big Foxy? And I mean, if they try to do some stuff here, I mean, knight takes, I can probably just develop if I want. Knight takes, if knight takes, we have to be a little bit careful of queen here. But actually, no, we would have this move. Okay, there's an attack on this. So I can just push the pawn, which attacks this, and yeah. Or I could play queen e2. Queen e2 might be very strong. Yeah, we probably just develop. Queen e2. Just protect the pawn. Get the knight out. Down, 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 to down. Queen here. Everything is protected. Let's just develop our pieces and castle. Please don't take the bishop because the queen sees it. What is the point of playing such weak ones? We are trying to make a little bit of instructive content, showcase a little bit of the mistakes that are happening at these levels, and also, like Sandfox just said, I get a lot of short form content from this stuff. What? What are you talking? You're FM GM? Are you? Which one are you? Are you an FM or a GM? Let's just castle. And maybe potentially play like e5. Maybe we'll bring the bishop back. This bishop would love to develop, but it's gonna have a hard time. Maybe here, queen takes, rook b1. If this, knight b5. No, I don't think there's any kind of queen trap there. But I do see a potential for playing like e5. If knight here, I can simply just trade. Or not trade, win. So here is probably needed, or knight back. But the other idea is just to put the queen on, or the bishop on d3, just targeting this long diagonal. And the king, of course. Yeah, the knight comes in. But I should be able to just kick it away, right? I mean, there's no threats. I just kick it away. You go here, I take. That is a terrible move because I have en passant. And then I take, right? Or I can just take. Actually, no. Wait, we don't need to take en passant. We have knight takes d5, which is a fork of these pieces, and then the knight is still hanging. So let's just go ahead and capture. Still cannot take the bishop. You cannot take this pawn. Nothing. Your position is falling apart. I mean, that is a free queen. We take free queens around here, and I will take the free knight. Very nice. Okay, let's just go ahead and capture the knight, and then we can play c3. We probably had c3 right away. c3, everything's very nice and sexy. And now, after they move the bishop, I have bishop takes f7, king takes f7, and knight g5 to pick up the bishop. Boom, 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 boom. Thank you very much. We take that. Actually, I might even have... Do I have a smothered mate? Wait. Queen c4. Here. Queen c4! Oh my gosh. Queen c4! Yes! Yes, king here. Bow. Bounce. 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 Smothered check. Mate. Let's go. No! That should be illegal. Why would you resign? No! No! Why, bro? Why? No! 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 Oh my gosh, man. No! Oh, no. Oh. Come on, man. You don't get a lot of smothered mates. You can't resign. You have to let the smothered mate happen. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I have to report the guy. That's illegal. I'm kidding, obviously, but come on. Yeah, I mean, this is just a terrible opening. He blundered from the start, but even if he didn't blunder there, like if he played the correct move, like knight back or knight here, a lot of people play that. You have this kind of position, and you just get the bishop out, castle. Sort of deserves ceiling rating points from 900s. They get their points back. Authorized speedrun account. All points lost to this account will be refunded. So down. All right, let's play one more. Let's hit 1000 elo now. Fair play. What are you talking about? Yeah, no, I this is an approved account from chess.com. I wouldn't be doing this without their permission. Okay, let's go ahead and play Yun. C4 or the Caro-Kann here. Exchange variation. So we're just going to develop our knights, get the bishop out, and then we're likely going to go for a minority attack. Let's pin the knight. By the way, guys, like we're playing such simple chess here. Like any of you guys can do this. Look at this. We put pawns in the center of the board. We developed our knights. We brought our bishop out. Now we're going to play e6. We're just protecting everything. Like it doesn't get more simple than develop, castle. Like this opening is so straightforward and easy to play. When they play like this, of course, but and oh, that's not a good move. I mean, you should never give up the bishop for the knight there like that. I know I just did it, but I waited for them to prompt it. And they're in the Caro-Kann. There's a reason why we trade, and it's because this square is usually weak. We don't just trade just because. Also, after takes and queen takes, it hangs the pawn on d4. So there is also that. So let's go ahead and capture. And now we're up a clean pawn, and whenever you have like this in the Caro-Kann, you're going to have a very, very easy game. And that also blunders another pawn, but we don't need to be entirely greedy, per se, and take it. But we can. The only thing you have to be cautious of is rook b1 a threat? At the moment, I can play rook b8. Can they put more pressure? I mean, that appears to be just a free pawn, so I'm going to take the free pawn and play rook b8. Just protect. And then castle. And we're up 2 pawns. Hey, see you later, Kiwi. Thank you so much for hanging out, man. Feel free to reach out on Discord if you ever want to play or something. Bow, bow, down, down. You need to sacrifice your favorite snack to play? Yes, indeed. I keep forgetting to update the wins. I don't even know where we're at. I'm just going to go ahead and put, I don't know, like 24 because I've been forgetting every two, I guess. I don't know. Here, I should probably just castle my king and then bring the bishop back. And then we're offering trades. Yeah, I mean, here it's pretty clear that they want to try and like go for some checkmate threats or something. But I want trades because I'm up 2 points of material. So I'm actually going to play bishop e5 with a threat on the knight. The knight can move, I guess, but I can play like queen here. The rooks see each other. We're going to get some trades is what I'm thinking. If this, I just take with the queen. Yeah, I mean, first I'm going to take. So first I'm going to take the rook. And after rook takes, I'm just going to play a simple queen g5. I guess they could have had an intermezzo there, but I take the rook with check. And then I can deal with the problem. But here, I mean, there's not really a threat on my position at all. So let's just bring the queen out. Gotta be careful with some forks maybe. But very straightforward. Now the queen has to be protecting the knight. And I can always just do that. And I mean, if they give me trades, I'm very, very happy. You take with the queen, we trade. And now we just need to not blunder the game away. They want to infiltrate. So let's just bring the queen back and stop any infiltration. We want to try and stop any of their counterplay here. And I think that'll involve pushing the pawn at some moment, so I'm going to push the pawn. Also, now that they put their king here, if they ever push this, we have checks. Very nice. Queen there. I'm not really too afraid of that. I mean, if they want to trade, like, that's perfectly fine with me. I can play queen c7. If you bring your queen in, I can actually play queen c8. And that allows me to push if I want, but we don't have to push. We can just stay. We don't have to do anything. We can just, you know, make a left for the king, so we're never getting into danger. Takes. Now we're gonna have a pass pawn. We did blunder a pawn, but I don't care. So I'm just gonna start pushing p. Just keep pushing p. And we just protect. Maybe that was actually really bad by me, but is what it is. There was no need to give up the pawn. Down. Yes, I'm 2000. Right now on my main account, my rating is like 2070, something like that. I mean, you say it's almost even, but we have an extra pawn, and the pawn is 2 squares away from promoting, so they have to have this locked down. But the problem is, I don't think I'm going to be able to get my king here. The king is held down to protecting this pawn, though, so they do have to, like, you know, there's some play. Start pushing the p. Maybe I should have played a6. If they go here, maybe allows a little bit of this stuff going on. If I could get my king here, that'd be beautiful. Oh, interesting. Does that not allow? No, it doesn't. Here, rook back. Maybe I can bring the queen up. We attack the rook, but also the idea might be to play like this, potentially. This pawn too. Push the pawn up here. Oh. I mean, this is protected, so now I can just push the pawn again. So now you have to deal with this threat, which you have to go back with the rook, which is very unpleasant. And now I can just take. Boom. And now we have another pass pawn. Were you playing 900s if you were 2000? Because this is a speedrun account. Approved by chess.com. They get all of their rating back. Don't you worry, my friend. Okay. There's not a threat here still. I could even play this. Queen takes and take. Here, if rook takes, I take their queen. They take my rook. I mean, we have a lot of stuff going on here, right? So can I promote is the question. Here, if they take my queen, I have a queen. I take the rook, and they take my pawn. Seems pretty logical. Play stuff like rook in, check, king here. Yeah, we should be able to promote. They take my queen, I take their queen. They take my queen, I take the rook. They take my queen, I take their queen. Even if they get both of these, we will have a queen for a rook. Promote to a knight? That would be dumb. And they play for this position. Fair enough. Very, very logical. And now rook here, check. I need to make sure that there is no way for them to... I don't think there's any way for them to draw the game here, because I can always play queen to f6. Check, queen f6. And I mean, it's still like gonna be a slow maneuvering game because we gotta somehow get a little bit of counterplay going, but I mean, maybe... Oh, okay, this is something you should never, ever, ever in a million worlds do. Never trade the queen there. Never. Now the king has to go back and we just bring the king in. This is easy. Okay, check. Should I troll him again? Take. Boom. King back. And we got the resignation and we hit 1000 elo. Let's go. Beautiful stuff. Now let's look at this. So we only have 1000 elo to go. No big deal. Opponent played decent. I pretty much gave the advantage. Like, we just played simple solid chess here. But after I played... Where is it? After I played g6 and allowed them to just have this, the advantage is like almost all gone. So, yeah. But they have to like deal with it, and they didn't deal with it. We were able to just simplify the position, and then here you have to keep the queen on the board. You cannot trade the queen in this position. You might as well resign if you trade the queen. You might as well just resign. But anyways, I have to take a quick pee break, and then we will be back. All right, I am back. Does anybody have any opening suggestions that they want to see? I don't know a bunch of theory, but we can try and play it. If not, you want the London. I can play the Jobava London. I don't know how to play the Scotch. I do know how to play the Jobava London a little bit, so we'll play the Jobava. We can, if somebody can tell me like the starting moves of the Scotch Gambit, I can try. But that'll be for the next game. So they play d5, so we're gonna bring out our knights. They just developed their knight. Now we're gonna put our bishop out, of course. One of the main ideas of the Jobava London, of course, is to put pressure on this square. And whenever they play bishop f5, we like to play f3 here. And we like to try and attack the bishop. So Kiwi had told us a little idea after e6. The way we should play is maybe h4. Giving them an opportunity to, you know, blunder. But we shall see what they do. Full OD himself. What? Say 700, and they beat me every time with the Scotch. Shoot. Yeah, so they do go for this. So I'm going to play this move really quick, just h4. And obviously the idea behind h4 is that we want to try and trap the bishop. So if my opponent's not very careful, like I just mentioned, g4 actually just traps the bishop, because after bishop to g6, h5, this is fine. The bishop has no squares to go to. And the sneaky h4 has paid off. Love the drawback chess videos. Yeah, that came from a stream not too long ago with Viper King. That was a lot of fun. And look at that. We're already winning. And we're going to update the wins. I'm so bad at this. It's this easy, guys. Like you play Jobava London like this, and you'll gain so much elo. People at 1000 are falling for it. And yeah, they just sacrifice. I think the best way to play is to take with the knights, but okay. It's not like a crushing advantage per se, but you know, not too bad. We definitely have an advantage. The knight is vulnerable, so the knight's gonna just have to go back. Now there's an attack on it. Or they can commit to that. That is very, very, very committal. I absolutely hate that move, to be honest. And I know that a lot of the times we like to push the pawn. Here, takes. Or here, takes, and then play c4. But I kind of want to deal with this at the moment. Just play bishop here. And now we might have potential checks too. So I'm going to start by putting my bishop out on this diagonal. Which kind of gets rid of this plan, but we're up material. And we're threatening to win more. Force the knight back. Maybe put the bishop on a better... I blundered. What am I doing? I stopped focusing on what they could do. Dang it, man. It's still not great, I don't think. So I just block. Okay. I don't really like how my opponent gave this check without really a follow-up, but... Okay, thank you very much. He got a pawn, so he has 3 pawns for the piece, but... You know. Was it something temporary? Yeah, it was just like a planned stream with him. Thomas really wanted me to do a drawback stream, so I planned one, and... I mean, maybe there will be one in the future, but... Who knows? Maybe I'll get Blunderband to do one or something. Knight f2 is better, not a fan of Queen f2. Yeah, I mean... I mean, queen f2 is just your typical like beginner. I give check. No, I have not, Eddie. I mean, was he actually just winning there after knight here? I maybe have to go for some like counterplay. Knight here, knight here. Knight takes. Yeah, I mean, I blundered quite bad there, to be honest. We need to slow back down. We need to slow down. I'm playing too quick. I'm playing this like I'm playing Blitz on my main account. The point of this is to be instructive. We need to be cautious of moves. Like taking a free pawn. We're not thinking about the opponent's potential moves. I'm playing 1000s and I'm starting to pull my inner 1000 out. Okay. So I could take if I wanted, but I don't really believe that that is the best way to play. I need to develop. First, let's put a little bit of pressure on this weak pawn and then try to play like knight f3 and go for this nice square. If I get knight f3, I will take and play knight f3. I will take and then play like into the position. I think that's a very strong move, especially maybe not now because I can just take. It still should be pretty strong. Take, and then I'll play knight in. You take, I take. This is pinned, so you have to protect it, and then I can take on h7. Or you play king up. And then maybe I rotate the rook over this way. Your inner 1000. Yeah, I mean, obviously is what's going on, right? If you take with the pawn here, you should just quit chess. Just saying. It's a joke, by the way, in case somebody didn't understand. There's castles. Yo, that's wild. I completely forgot that they could castle there. I'm quitting chess now. Please don't. Please don't. Thomas! Hey! What's up? What's up? Thank you so much for the $10 donation, my friend. Hope all is well. Could have gotten knight g5, fork h7. Maybe, I don't know. It's all my fault. Oh, please forgive me. Please forgive me. Everybody, W in chat for Thomas. He's always in here supporting the channel. I appreciate it very much. The opponent has played c5, which allows rook g4 with a massive threat. I thought Canadians were friendly. I'm pretty friendly. Whoa! That is a bad move because we take, and then we take, and then we go check, and then we go here and check, and we just go back and forth. No, we don't actually do that, but it's always so fun when they do this. It's so fun. We have checkmate in one, by the way. What? Oh, they have to go here. Good game. I had a heart attack there. I was like, why is the game not ending? Yeah, Thomas. But no. But we're from Canada. You can't. Don't tell me. Don't tell them my secrets. Come on. Oh, gaming. Don't avoid playing just because you're scared of cheaters. Like, oh, sure, they're always gonna be out there, but man, the majority of the people on here, you're probably not playing cheaters. You're fine, man. And even if you do, you're still playing chess, the game that you wanted to play. Yeah, of course, sure, main 3. I liked the windmill, you know, you just go back and forth, boom, 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 boom. See, I don't get these kinds of things in my games all that often. So it's fun. Like we had a smother mate just stolen from us earlier, and then a windmill. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. Let's play more. Okay, this guy's been playing a long time, since 2019. Caro-Kann, hillbilly, no good. This is why you're still 1000 elo. Double check or windmill? Windmill, all day long. Windmill. I don't know how to play the Stafford. Maybe we'll look at it real quick. I mean, I need to learn. What is this? Why'd you play c3 and then this? Pardon me? Creating an isolated pawn? Okay. I mean, this seems just very, very bad. I can just develop my bishop, play e6, get the bishop out the castle. En passant, checkmates. I would very much so love that. Knight out, I love their move. I mean, just develop like a normal human. Which is exactly what I'm going to try and do. Now they're pinning my knights for some reason. I mean, they want to damage my pawn structure, I guess, but I mean, the bishop came out, went back, came here, went here. I could just use the time to castle if I wish. Could also be here. I mean, castles takes. Could also just bring my queen out. Take with the queen. It's probably how I should play. I don't love playing queen b6. I actually recommend a lot of people don't play queen b6 in these structures because they're typically usually bad, but I want to keep my pawns very nice and sexy, so that's what I'm doing. And now I think before castles, we should always look for potential threats, and I believe that we can play just bishop g4 and take, create another weakness. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, I will just capture. Oh, they take with the pawn. Ooh, okay. Now, what do we do against isolated pawns? We blockade them. So takes. If that's what happens, we would not want to take with the pawn, of course. We do allow a check. And I don't think I want to play that. I can just play b5. Tempo on the queen. Then I'll castle, because it's important to get your king safe. Didn't go knight d4 there. Fair. Definitely this is a great move. Because, you know, check and whatnot. Should always give checks. If you can give a check, you should give a check, always. It's just castle. Thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. Now here, let's see. I could take, they take the bishop, we don't want that. I could also just have a simple idea of trying to rook lift here, which could be very, very strong. Also, f5, f4 seems very nice, just trying to misplace the bishop there. This bishop's protected. Ooh, very nice move by my opponent. But now we can rook lift and checkmate my opponent. Boom! Checkmate. Ooh, windmill. Windmill. Do I play the checkmate in one? No. I think we give a check. They go here. Then we take. They have to. No, that's just checkmate. I don't want a checkmate. Here to here. I play check. King back. I take. No, let's just check. GG. Shoot. Not the windmill troll tactics. Yeah, I know. I was looking for some way that I could gobble a bunch of material, but we'll just Checkmate. It's fine. It's fine. May I play you? We are doing a speedrun account, so no, not tonight. What's your highest rating? 2138, something like that. All right, let's keep going. We don't really need to analyze that too much, but you gotta play with your food. I agree. I agree. I mean, this was nice, I think. I don't know. I think we just played this very solidly. Let's keep going. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, Arthur, at this level, a lot of people just, you know, see. They just miss a lot of things. Okay, we have the black pieces. E4. We'll actually play a position that I don't know a bunch of theory in, which is hint hint the Caro-Kann. Let's play E5. I don't know how to play anything. The King's Gambit, of course. Of course, the thing that I see is the King's Gambit? Bro. Why? 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 You guys want me to accept the King's Gambit? I mean, being a Vienna player, I know that like D5 is going to be always a strong way to play against this. But I mean, we're gonna have to play D5 at some moment regardless. So I'm just gonna accept their gambit because I'm quite sure that this is probably the best way to play. And now I could play G5, but I think there's a lot of theory there with like H4 here and knight G5. So let's open up our pieces with D5 immediately. Do I take? I might lose this game, by the way, guys. I might very well lose the game. If I take, they take with they develop their knight. I don't love that. I mean, can I just pin the knight? That's what my instincts want to do. I also want to play G5, but I know there's theory with H4, G4, and knight here, and then like sacrificing. Let's go ahead and pin. That should be a mistake, right? I just take, queen takes, check, here, takes, queen takes, takes. We should be able to pick up the pawn, right? Check. Take. Take. Develop the knight, castle. Seems pretty good to me. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. Interesting. Can they put pressure on that? No, I'll just castle. I don't know. Double bone cloud? No. No, absolutely not. Pawn's under attack. Do I care? I'm just move my king. They can't get the bishop here, so let's just play here and I mean, okay, I'll just kick the knight. Kick the knight first because they want to go here and try to pin, but I just don't see what they're gonna do. Actually, I might be able to damage the pawn structure tremendously, or I could just go here, getting out of any attack, threatening to take. Should be a decent move. Just put the knight here, bishop back, knight here. It's a terrible move. We just go here, and then we'll pick up the pawn. Yeah, no. Takes. I don't see a way for them to put more pressure on this yet, so takes. This is under attack. If I go here, do they have this? Probably. So maybe I actually just go... I mean, he's got the bishop pair. Just something. I have a lack of development. I need to be cautious of this move, so maybe I want to play b4 here. But then I get an ugly pawn structure. I don't like that. Oh, wait. No. They play this, I take with check first. No, we're good. If they trade, we're just happy. Bow, chicka, wow, wow. You're thinking too much? Isn't it the point of chess? Let's develop an attack. Yo, that's one annoying piece, but I should be able to just put more pressure. Yeah, we just go here. You cannot take. So you're gonna go, oh. That is a big oopsies. You blundered the bishop. Removal of defense tactic. No. I can just take that and blunder check. Do I need to do that? I don't really need to take at the moment. Not when you're playing with that. But that's not the point of this series. The point of the series is to try and be instructive. To some extent, so you know. Work infiltration, I can just go back. And, you know, this is protected. And they can't do anything. I can just go here and then start pushing the pawn. Even takes, rook takes I have here. If they give a check, I just step up. Yeah, I think I just take rook takes, rook e7. Check is not possible, actually. Bam, bam, bam. Thank you very much. Know way more about your series than you do. Yeah, true. No, I'm trying to get like short form content, and also like some people might actually get a little bit of value from me trying to think and explain my thoughts a little bit more than normal at the lower range. So that's kind of what we're aiming for. Okay, very nice game. The opponent did have an advantage if they took with the pawn here. Opening up the rook. Okay, we go here, and then they give a check. I would probably just develop. And then they need to open up their bishop, potentially, knight here, and then castles? I mean, why do they have such an advantage? I guess. Okay, fair enough. How long have we been streaming? A couple hours. We'll play a little bit more. Let us hop right in. Okay, we have the white pieces. We're going to play e4 this game. And we have another Vienna on the board. Come on, play. Yes, please accept my gambit. Please. Boom! E5. Please play queen e7 so I can showcase why this is bad. They're thinking they're going to play queen e7 because they're thinking if you weren't thinking about queen e7 in this position, you would just automatically play knight g8. Although maybe, okay, never mind. I'm dumb. Let's not allow this check. And now the idea is going to be like get the bishop out, win the pawn back with like d4. We played d4 here. This is an interesting move because they're gonna take, and we're gonna play queen to e2, pinning the pawn, and then we're gonna try and take here and long castle. We don't take right away because we don't want to trade queens. We're technically down 2 points of material right now, but this is a very good position for us because we're gonna be able to capture potentially without losing the pawn at some moment. Queen there. Whoa. I mean, I can just take with the knight. Take with the pawn. Very interesting. I mean, they're threatening to take. Knight takes. Knight takes. They go here. Then I have check. So they can't play this. Yes, they can. So the knight would be pinned. I also have knight here potentially. I think knight takes is probably the best move, and then maybe ideas of this. Knight here, check. Push. If they take, I have all kinds of discovered attacks here. I'm gonna take with the knight. We're gonna allow the check. And then I just plan to take with the pawn here. So knight here. This feels pretty good. Down, 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 down. Just develop, I think. Makes a lot of sense. Get the bishop out, castle. Maybe taking with the pawn was better to stop the knight from coming here, actually. Oh well. I wanted to have the opportunity of like discovered checks. But the knight here seems to be doing a really good job of disabling that, because my idea was to play knight here and then force them to like go here or something, because if they went here there would be a fork, obviously. Knight there. I'm gonna castle. If they take, I will take with the pawn now. And they might have issues on the back rank, because we're getting developed. They're not. Knight takes. I mean, at this point, I can probably just move my queen out of the way. Let's put the queen out here. And the idea is going to be like play on this file. I kind of thought they might play that. It looks like we're able to just take here though. Seems pretty good. We attack a rook. I mean, this seems like just a humongous blunder to my opponent. Here we attack the rook. We're threatening like everything. There are so many different threats in this position. Let's just go ahead and take the pawn. Rook hangs. Pawn hangs. Knight here looks strong. Maybe not right now. Bishop takes with the rook e1. I mean, this is just completely over. Yeah, bishop takes. You have to keep the rook on this rank, otherwise this is checkmate, by the way. So you don't have moves like rook b6. Rook b6 here would be kind of annoying because it forces us back here, although not the end of the world. Knight takes, check, takes. If I would have took with the pawn, maybe, I don't know. You can also take here, I think. Knight takes, bishop takes. But that gives up so much initiative, so let's maybe play just queen back. They're still way too far away from castling. I'm gonna go here. They can't move this knight, and I'm just playing a rook e1 next move. Seems very, very strong. You play so Canadian? What do you mean? I'm up. What are you talking about? I have a crushing position. There's no need to. We just move the queen, bring the rook to e1. Yeah, like they go there. We can just play rook e1, and the game is essentially over now. Because we have all of our pieces developed. The king is just stuck in the center. The queen will be lost because if you go here, there has to be some checkmate. Just knight here, forcing this back, and then takes. Too many pins. Queen c7. I mean, the knight protects this, but I guess there's a pin. So yeah, maybe queen c7 was very, very strong. But we can simply just go back. No, I think queen c7 does win a piece because back here, if you play queen c7, you're threatening to take the rook due to the pin. So here they have to protect the rook somehow, and then you take the bishop. However, whatever. This move, I mean, that's just a free piece. They're getting desperate. Yeah, so I'll just capture that. Very easy. Easy, solid play. And here, I mean, I can just take here. Now the queen is pinned. We're threatening this and this. I mean, you can't take due to this. I mean, the position is just falling apart. Check. And so I'll just take with check. And then checkmate. I guess, yeah, it would have been king. I guess if this, that's not checkmate, but takes, and then there will be checkmate. And if this, we have check here, checkmate. Beautiful stuff. That is how you crush people with the Vienna gambit. Accepted. Although your queen c4 was a little bit in the wrong direction. However, okay. Played all the good moves. Here we actually, apparently we should just play knight here. And then if this, we should trade the queens. That is very ugly and not something I would want to play, to be honest. But they blundered the pawn, and this is just +6. I mean, there was just nothing. Let's play one more, and then I think I'm going to wrap the stream up. Here we got the white pieces again. You would have, if I played against your Elo? What are you talking about? Oh, they aborted. No. Okay. Funky tank. Let's go. Another Vienna, please. Please play knight f3 or knight f6. Ah, okay. Maybe we'll showcase the Vienna copy cat variation. Let's go. This is my favorite opening. This is already a blunder. Because I take, and if they take here, I take the rook. This is hanging. So after this, you have to play queen here, in which case we take, and we're just up a pawn. So let's go ahead and capture. You have to play queen f8, or queen f6, and then we take. And now if I take with the knight, I believe, no, knight takes, I can fork, so knight takes, bishop takes. We just have a position where we're up 2 pawns actually, my bad. Completely and just obliterating. We can defend against the threat. We didn't want to give them the bishop. Oh, bishop takes. Bishop takes, knight here. So they're threatening to take this, so I can play this if I want, and then takes. Here, takes, I take. Bishop takes, pawn takes. So let's go ahead and do this. They can first take, and then I'll take here. Attacking the bishop. Ow, that's kind of ugly. I'm blundering this pawn, actually. Ah, shoot. What am I doing? No, I'm blundering this. Yo. Okay, we're gonna have to play down material, apparently. Awesome stuff. Very awesome stuff. Just takes. My rook is trapped. Their knight's gonna get trapped, so we're only gonna be down in exchange, but okay. This is very, very ugly. That was dumb. Just actually dumb, but let's take the knights. They can just play here and give me the ugliest pawn structure of all time, probably. Yeah. I'm gonna win this game though. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well, my friend. Yeah. I need to have an active king. So I'm going to try and bring my king to the center of the board. That was a really bad blunder. I mean, we just probably play a3 or something, but then we get an ugly pawn structure. So I probably could have just brought the king over. Like something very, very simple. No, the king is cut off. I can give a check here. That would be mates. Let's first bring the rook and protect so that I can play like this. Yeah, we're not taking that, my friend. Here. Now we push, they can go here, and then I'll just move the king, I suppose. But we have a passed pawn now, so we have something to work with, maybe. I don't think that's a good move, because I can play like e5, and then try to play for d6. If you go here, you give me 2 connected passed pawns. Here I actually have this first. Question is, do I push? I mean, that's got to be a good move. Now you can never go here. Like, yeah. I mean, I have this and this. I have also all kinds of different moves. Let's move the king out of this discovered check, though. I want to be careful of this move. Like, if I play king up, they might have this immediately. But I guess the bishop protects. Yeah, no, you can't play like that. Because in chess, when they play stuff like this, you don't have to take. You can play e5 here, and this is protected. And now we have 2 connected passed pawns, and you're not going to win this. Hey, what's up, Red Panda? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. We are just playing on our speedrun account. Let's see. Our approved speedrun account. So I mean, I want to play this, but the promotion square is held. Although if I go here, they probably have to play this. And then I don't see a way that we can really make much more progress. So I might want to just bring the king up, try to get in here, and then we can push and play like king e6. They want to go here, but that's a free pawn. So I think let's start our adventure here. And they cannot take due to this. Very key. Very nice move, I guess. It's a tricky one, but it's not a good one. Because if you take, I just take back. That is hope chess at its finest. Yeah, and now I think I can go here and... Or do I play king d5 first? If I go here, king d5. The idea is the same, but do they have anything? King d5. I think king d5 first makes a lot of sense. King d5, do they have the same tactic maybe? So if I go here... No, because they can't take, because the king protects. Let's play king d5. I mean, they just let me walk my king in here. Yeah, now we just push the pawn. I mean, I feel like this is kind of them saying I don't know what to do. And now we get the king in, we're attacking the rook. King here. Maybe I just... Can I play here? I still can't promote. Okay. Maybe I go bishop here, bishop here. I guess, maybe. It's an idea, but maybe they just play a rook here. Then I can play this. Yeah, let's play bishop in. There's no point in taking this free pawn. Because the idea of going here is to play bishop f8 and then promote. Bishop f8 promotes. Yeah, but they're not really thinking about what I wanted here. This is just a one-move threat. They attack the bishop, but where's the bishop going? Either way, I think they had to play rook e8 there. But even then I play like bishop f8 and king f8. Or king f7. Okay, now we can just promote. Beautiful stuff. Once again, we do not have to take. And this is just a humongous threat. So rook here is the only move to not hang the rook with check, but then we can just play like here. And here. I guess maybe not that. Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah. We just eat the house. GG! Let's go. Maybe made me work a little bit too hard for that one, but yeah, we actually gave the advantage there because we blundered this one simple move. We're completely crushing. We're completely crushing. Just play king d1 here, you idiot. Just king d1. Protect the threat. I'm done, and I played I played c3. c3. not thinking about where the knight was going to go. I thought for some reason that they had to do something like this and then just move. Which, even, no, sorry. When they took, my calculation was takes. Yeah. This was my calculation here. Yeah, I blundered this, and unfortunately, the rook gets trapped. Took, then played this, which immediately blunders this, apparently. Okay, so I had a way to somewhat save the game-ish. Okay, knight out. What if they just go here, takes, king up. Okay, I guess I completely overlooked that. I just played here, giving the rook, and then played this. But yeah, we're playing somebody under our strength, so you know, we picked out their flaws here. They pushed the pawn. I feel like they were thinking, okay, they're just gonna take, and I get an active bishop, but they weren't thinking like, oh, he's gonna have a lot of counterplay with these passed pawns. Yeah, not super clear because I have super duper strong pawns, and when you start letting me to push them through like this, once again, you know, thinking maybe I'm just gonna take. No, we push that pawn. And when we have pawns like this, they can get ultra annoying. And then the nail in the coffin was f6. You cannot allow this. You can't. You two connected passed pawns on the 6th ranks. Isn't that where, I'm pretty sure that there's like a saying in chess where that's like worth a rook or something, or worth more than a rook. But they're just way too strong, and I walk my king in, and yeah, we get the dub. It's just mate, like, takes somewhere. There's gonna be a mate somewhere. Just promote. Boom. Yeah, especially two centralized pawns. The insanity. But we are gonna wrap up stream there. I have some fights that I want to start watching, and I gotta get some food in me, you know. 2 pawns on the 6th rank. Beat a rook, yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because, I mean, even if you get the rook behind it, the pawn pushes protected, and then you try to go here, you push the other one, and then you can't take because promotion. We're not playing viewers tonight. Yeah, UFC. Got Marab fighting tonight. And Pantoja. Let's go. Should be decent fights, hopefully. The UFC really needs it. But yeah. What fight am I looking forward to? I mean, I don't know. I think the Marab fight might be a little bit boring, but you never know. Like Peter. Oh, why can I not say that? Jan or Piotr. Why can I not pronounce his name? Anyways, you know who I'm talking about. That was terrible. You can't, like, you never know with that guy. But Marab's just a machine, so I think Marab's gonna get it. Yeah, the Russian. And then Pantoja, he's just a beast. And then I'm really looking forward to seeing Jan, the Polish power guy, him fight. He's always exciting to watch sometimes. But yeah, he's very dangerous. I mean, the UFC, like, it's fighting. Anything can happen. So as much as, like, you know, people have, yeah, exactly, him, Blakovic. That should be an exciting fight. I'm trying to think of who else. I think there's another fight that I'm missing. But it's a decent card. I'm looking forward to it. But he's old, yeah, but he's, you know, he's still great. He is getting older. Yeah, Morano, or yeah, Morano. Yeah, he's a good fighter. I think he's going up against somebody good. So it'll be an interesting fight for him. I don't know the other guy though. I don't. I'm really looking forward to Sean O'Malley fighting. I think it's the next card, something like that, against Song Yadong. I really hope that Sean can get like a comeback win. He needs it. If he loses, I'll be very sad. I like Sean O'Malley. But all right, we're gonna wrap it up here. So overrated. Nah, I mean, I don't know. I like him. I wouldn't say he's overrated. He lost to Marab. And Marab is just going through everybody. Like, O'Malley is a really good fighter. I wouldn't call him overrated. But, you know. You know who I really like? Ilya. And I didn't just start liking Ilya ever since like he like started winning. I was watching him on his come up and I was like, this guy's gonna be the champion. And boom, now he's at lightweight. Like it's insane. Ilya's a different type of monster. Yeah. Ilya versus Makhachev. Yeah, I wish, man. It's not gonna happen. I just can't see it happening because Islam's not gonna come down to 155 again. I highly doubt it. And Ilya going up to 170, I don't know, man. I mean, he might, but unless Ilya is able to like, I don't know, get a good punch on it. I just don't know. I don't know at 170. Islam is so big. But Ilya is so good. So you never know. It's so unpredictable. But all right, I could talk for hours. Actually, I have been talking for hours, which is why I'm gonna go now. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, watching the stream, and I will see you another time. If anybody's on Twitch too, we're gonna go raid somebody.